One by one I close the tabs, little things I left behind, windows fading into black, clearing up my mind. Tiny circles spinning slow at the edge of light. Everything feels quieter later in the night. There's no rush to finish all, just enough to slow it down. Every click feels softer now as the night comes around. Notifications losing shape, further from my view. Nothing urgent calling me like it used to do. Emails waiting, they can't wait. Nothing urgent left to do. I can feel the weight get light in this quiet view. Coffee cooling by my side, half forgotten there. Like the room is slowly breathing, calm into the air. Every task I didn't end doesn't pull me like before. I can leave it where it is, just step out the door. Nothing breaks if I pause here, nothing falls apart. I can carry unfinished things without a heavy heart. Closing tabs, letting go, moving slow, taking it low. I don't need to do it all, just enough is enough. Closing tabs, dimming lights, leaving work behind tonight. In the glow I finally know I can take it slow. Maybe rest begins this way, one small step at night. Not by finishing everything, but by loosening the mind. Closing tabs, letting go, everything is moving slow. I can leave the noise behind, quietly disconnect. Let it fade, let it rest. I've already done my best. In the calm of what is left, I can finally disconnect. There's just one more thing to do before I call it a night. Not too big, not too much, just a simple line. The screen is glowing softly now, blue against the dark. Every movement feels slower, like a fading spark. I don't push, I don't rush, let it move at its own pace. Every second feels aligned in this quiet space. Nothing needs perfection now, nothing has to stay. I can let the edges blur at the end of day. Screens are dim, lights are low, everything's slowing down. I can feel the end is close, no need to turn around. The room feels warmer than before, calm and silver gray, like the night is gently pulling all the stress away. Even Even if it's not complete, I don't mind it anymore. There's a softness in the air I didn't feel before. Every unfinished little thought can remain undone. Not everything needs closure when the day is done. Last task of the day, I'll just let it play. No need to go fast, I'll just make it last. Last light on the screen, floating in between work and quiet night. Everything feels light. Maybe endings don't arrive all at once, all clear. Maybe they dissolve slowly till the silence appears. Last task of the day slowly fades away. I can leave the rest behind till another time. Take it slow, take it light. Almost done for tonight. In the glow of the screen, I can drift in between. Still a few things left to do, but I'm not in a hurry now. They can wait a little more. I don't need to ask how. The night settles on the desk, soft against the light. Nothing feels demanding now. Late into the night, every task is getting light, like it's losing all its weight. Not because it's all complete, but it's no longer late. I don't measure worth tonight by the things I finish. There's a calm in leaving space for tomorrow's minutes. Notes are scattered on the desk, but they don't feel out of place. Everything is where it is, in a quiet grace. Pens and papers resting still beside an empty cup, like the room already knows it's alright to stop. I can leave a line undone, I can leave a thought halfway. Nothing breaks if I just stop. For a moment I can stay. Not every open little loop needs to close tonight. Something softly disappear into morning light. Still a few things left behind, but they're easy on my mind. I don't need to finish all, I can let them fall. Still a few unfinished lines resting quietly tonight. Nothing heavy in the pause, nothing left to fight. Maybe peace is learning how to loosen up the pace and let unfinished moments simply have their place. Still a few things left tonight, but everything feels light. I can leave them where they are and slowly say goodbye. no sound but the keys I press softly echo in the room. Every motion feels so small, like a quiet tune. Street light shining through the blinds, faint across the wall. Everything is breathing slow, no pressure at all. I don't need a louder pace, I don't need a stronger push. Everything is moving fine in this silent hush. Every line arrives on time without forcing through, like the quiet knows exactly what I need to do. Time is passing without weight, like it's barely even there. I don't feel it pressing down, just floating in the air. The rhythm of the evening feels steady, warm and low, like the work is slowly moving with its natural flow. Every step is calm and slow, every line just finds its way. I don't force it into place, it can gently stay. Nothing sharp or overwhelming, nothing hard to hold, only soft and steady focus settling in my soul. Working here in quiet space, no need to pick up the pace. Everything just flows along, nothing feels too long. Working slow beneath the light, late into the night. In the silence I can feel everything align. Maybe focus doesn't need noise to make it real. Maybe quiet concentration is a softer kind of skill. Working here in quiet space, everything falls into place. No resistance in my mind, only gentle time. Let it move, let it be. There's no rush inside of me. In the silence I can see, this is how it's meant to be. Almost done with everything, just a little left to go. There's a calm inside the air, moving soft and slow. The room is glowing amber now, quiet near the end, like the night is folding gently around everything. I don't feel the need to rush, I don't feel the need to try. Everything is settling down as the hours pass by. Nothing pulling at my thoughts, nothing pressing hard, only small remaining pieces scattered in the dark. Lights are dim, the room is still, nothing pulling me away. I can feel the end is near. At the close of day, the sound of distant traffic fades somewhere far below, leaving only quiet breathing and the monitor glow. Even if I stop right now, it would still be more than fine. I've already done enough, I can draw the line. Not every day needs perfect peace in knowing when to finally release. Almost done tonight, everything feels right. I can let it go, moving soft and slow. Almost done, almost free, nothing left chasing me. In the quiet after work, I can finally breathe. Maybe ending softly is better than pushing through. Maybe rest begins the moment I stop demanding more to do. Almost done tonight, everything feels light. I can leave the rest behind till another night. End it here, end it light. I'll pick it up another night. In the calm I finally see there's enough in me. Hands are moving calm and slow, nothing pulling them away. Every line just falls in place in a steady way. Late night glow across the desk, soft against the wall. Everything feels balanced now, no pressure at all. No distraction in my head, no rush inside my chest. Everything is quiet now, working at its best. Every little movement flows without asking why, like the rhythm already knows how to carry time. Time is passing without sound, like it's barely even there. I don't chase it, I don't count, I just stay aware. Coffee cooling by my side, have forgotten still. Nothing sharp inside the room, only gentle will. Every motion feels the same, in a rhythm I can trust. Nothing more and nothing less, doing what I must. Not because I have to rush or prove anything, just a calm repeating flow, moving naturally. Steady hands, quiet mind, leave the noise behind. In this flow I can stay, let it move this way. Steady hands through the night, everything feels light. Nothing loud inside my head, only steady time. Maybe peace is hidden in simple things like this. Quiet work and slower breaths, moments I don't miss. Steady hands, quiet mind, nothing left behind. In the rhythm of the night, everything aligns. Steady, 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 steady. Quiet mind, steady, steady. Leave it all behind. That's what I keep telling me. But it doesn't feel like work, it just flows so easily. The cursor blinks in steady light, late into the night. Everything feels softer now, nothing feels too tight. I don't push it into place, I don't force it to be right. Every part just settles in, quiet in the night. No pressure in the atmosphere, no need to control. Every unfinished little thought slowly becomes whole. Even if there's more to do, I don't feel it weighing down. I can take it step by step, no need to rush around. The room is almost motionless, still and silver blue, like the night is quietly working with me too. Every line is soft and light, nothing sharp or out of place. Everything just fits somehow in a steady pace. I can leave the final piece for another time. Nothing disappears because I pause before the line. One more line, that's enough. I don't need too much in this flow. I can stay, let it fade away. One more line, then release, let the evening breathe. Nothing pulling hard tonight, everything feels free. Maybe stopping gently now is part of the art. Knowing when the quiet night needs a softer heart. One more line, then I go. Take it soft and slow. In the glow of midnight light, I can let it go. One more line, one more line. Take it slow, take it slow. One more line, then I let it go. Then I let it go. Nothing pushing from behind, nothing pulling me ahead. Every moment feels aligned, just inside my head. Street lights fading through the glass, soft against the room. Everything is moving slow, like a quiet bloom. I don't measure what I do, I don't count it as I go. Every step is light and true, moving soft and slow. Nothing asking for more speed, nothing out of place. Only calm repeating waves setting up the pace. There's a rhythm in the air that I didn't plan to find, but it's always been right here in a quieter mind. Every breath becomes a part of the gentle flow, like the night already knows where I need to go. I can stay inside this pace, I don't need to change a thing. Everything just flows along without it slow, let it go. Stay in the flow. No rush through the night. Everything feels light. In this calm repeating space, I can stay alright. Maybe flow appears the most when I stop trying hard. When I leave a little space inside the dark. No rush, just flow. Nothing left to know. Only soft momentum now. Moving low and slow. Just flow. Just flow. No rush, no rush. Just flow. That's enough. Focus comes without a push, like it's already there. I don't have to chase it now. Floating in the air, the room is quiet, almost still. Only distant sound. Everything feels softer now. Late at evening's end. There's no pressure in my chest, no weight on what I do. Every step is soft and light, and it carries through. Nothing sharp inside my thoughts, nothing moving fast. Only calm attention drifting through each moment past. I don't need to prove a thing. I don't need to rush ahead. Everything is moving fine, just inside my head. Every task arrives and leaves without taking more than a little bit of focus, like the waves to shore. Even time feels far away, like it's not involved. Every task just falls in place, quietly resolved. No anxiety beneath, no tension in the flow. Only slow repeating motion, steady, warm and low. Focus without pressure now. I don't need to ask how. Everything is moving right in this quiet light. Focus without heavy weight, nothing left to chase. Only soft attention moving at an easy pace. Maybe concentration grows best without the strain, like a quiet midnight train moving through the rain. Focus without pressure now. Everything slows down in the stillness. I can feel my thoughts settle down. No pressure, no pressure. Just focus, just focus. No pressure, no pressure. Stay in motion. There's a rhythm in my hands that I didn't try to make. Every movement feels the same with each step I take. Soft reflections on the screen glow into the night. Everything is steady now, nothing feels too bright. No surprise and no delay, nothing pulling out of line. Everything just moves along in a steady time. Every little sound around blends into the flow, like the evening understands how to move things slow. I can stay inside this flow, I don't need to step away. Even silence feels in sync with the pace I play. Breathing slowly with the room, calm and half awake. Letting repetition turn into something safe. Every sound just blends away into something soft and low. Nothing stands out too much now, just a gentle flow. No dramatic rise or fall, nothing pulling strong. Only calm repeating waves carrying along. Calm work rhythm, steady pace, nothing I need to chase. In this flow I can remain over and again. Calm work rhythm through the night. Everything feels light in the quiet repetition. Everything aligns. Maybe comfort comes from things that quietly repeat. Small familiar motions and soft mechanical beats. Calm work rhythm, steady pace, nothing out of place. Only soft momentum moving through this quiet space. Steady pace, steady pace. Same flow, steady pace, steady pace. Let it go, let it go. Closing down the things I made, one by one I let them go. Nothing left to push ahead, just a softer flow. The glow is fading from the screen, late into the night. Everything feels quieter now under muted light. Every step is getting light, like it's already done. Even if there's more to do, I can leave it undone. Nothing calling for my hands, nothing asking more. I can leave the final parts waiting by the door. I don't need to tie it up, I don't need a perfect done. Everything can stay like this, I don't need to pretend. Pens are resting on the desk, coffee almost cold. Like the room is slowly folding into something slow. There's a calm inside the pause, in the space between the lines. I can feel it settling down in these quiet signs. Not every thought needs closure now, not every piece complete. There's a softness in unfinished things that finally feels sweet. Wrapping up, moving slow. Let it go, let it go. Nothing left I need to prove. I can gently move, wrapping up the fading day, watching tension drift away. In the calm of slowing down, I can stay this way. Maybe endings don't arrive all at once, all clear. Maybe they dissolve slowly till the silence appears, wrapping up, moving slow. Everything feels low, soft and quiet in the dark. I can let it go. Slow it down, slow it down. Let it go, let it go. Slow it down, slow it down. That's enough. Day is slowly fading out, like it's sinking into night. All the things I carried here, losing all their weight. Streetlight shimmer through the glass, soft and silver gray. Everything that filled my head is drifting far away. I don't need to hold them close, I don't need to figure out. Everything can settle down without any doubt. Nothing urgent in the air, nothing left to solve. Only quiet breathing space as the hours dissolve. There's a quiet in the air that I didn't feel before, like the day has stepped away from my door. The room feels wider than before, open, calm and still, like the night is slowly washing over every thought and will. Even thoughts are getting soft, edges turning into blur. Nothing needs to stay so clear, nothing needs to stir. I can let the silence stay without filling space. Everything is settling down at its natural pace. Let it settle, let it fall. I don't need to hold it all. In the calm of fading light, I can end the night. Let it settle, drifting slow. Nothing left to know, only quiet in the dark and a softened glow. Maybe peace begins the moment I stop holding tight and let the day dissolve itself into the night. Let it settle, let it fade. Nothing left to chase. In the stillness I can stay without leaving this place. Let it fall, let it fall, fade away, let it fall, let it fall. And the day nothing left I need to fix, nothing calling out my name. All the pieces where they are don't need to be the same. The room is quiet, almost still, soft against the night. Everything feels gentler now, under dimmed out light. I don't search for what went wrong, I don't try to make it right. Everything can stay like this in the quiet night. No replaying every word, no revisiting mistakes. I can let the evening breathe without what it takes. Every line I didn't change doesn't feel so incomplete. There's a softness in the space where I used to compete, like unfinished little thoughts, resting without fear. Nothing pushing me to move, nothing pulling near. I can leave it as it is, I don't need another try. There's no pressure in this air to justify. Not every question needs a shape, not every wound a name. Sometimes peace arrives when things remain exactly the same. Nothing left to fix tonight, everything is feeling right. In the calm I let it be, that's enough for me. Nothing left to rearrange, nothing left to chase, only quiet filling up this slow and gentle space. Maybe healing doesn't mean changing everything. Maybe it begins the moment I stop tightening. Nothing left to fix tonight, only soft and light. In the stillness I can feel everything unwind. Let it be, let it be. Nothing more, nothing more. Let it be, let it be. Close the door. Long day slowly fades away like it's drifting out of sight. Every hour softens down into quiet light. The city hum is growing low, far beyond the room. Everything feels farther now, wrapped in evening blue. I don't carry what it was, I don't hold it in my hands. Everything just slips away, like it understands. Nothing asking me to stay inside all that noise, only quiet waiting here, like a softer voice. There's no need to look behind, there's no need to look ahead. I can stay right where I am, nothing left unsaid. Breathing slowly in the dark, without needing more. Letting every heavy thought drift away from shore. Even time feels slower now, like it's letting me go free. Nothing pulling me apart, just letting me be. No pressure underneath the calm, no tension left to hide, only stillness moving softly like an evening tide. Soften to a long day, let it drift away. I don't need to stay awake for another take. Soft and quiet light, everything's alright. In the slow and fading dark, I can end the night. Maybe rest is simply this, a room without demand, and the feeling I no longer need to understand. Soften to a long day, all the noise fades away. I can finally loosen up and slowly drift away. Drift away, soft and slow, soft and slow. Drift away, drift away. Let it go. Thoughts are getting lighter now, like they're floating in the air. Every weight I used to feel isn't really there. Late night shadows on the wall blur into the blue. Everything feels distant now, quietly untrue. I don't follow where they go, I don't try to understand. They can drift without a trace out of my hands. Nothing asking to be solved, nothing needing shape. Every passing little thought can quietly escape. Every moment feels so wide, like it's opening for me. There's no pressure in this space, I can finally breathe. Like the room has stretched itself far beyond the night, holding every fading thought inside softer light. Even silence feels alive in a way I didn't know. Nothing needs to stay defined, I can let it go. No conclusions left to reach, no final words to say. Only slow dissolving shapes fading far away. Thoughts becoming light tonight, fading into quiet light. I don't need to hold them tight, I can let them slide. Thoughts becoming soft and low, moving with the flow. In the stillness I can feel fate, not through forcing every answer, but letting space be made. Thoughts becoming light tonight. Everything feels light. In the calm I slowly drift out beyond the night. Tonight, fade away. Tonight, drift away. Desk light still on, room is getting dim. Everything I worked on feels a little thin. The glow is soft against the wall, fading late at night. Nothing feels important now under quiet light. Nothing left to carry, nothing left to prove. I can leave it where it is. I don't need to move. Every unfinished little thought can remain undone. Not everything needs closure when the day is done. Silence fills the space, soft and settling in. Every little detail blurring at the rim. The room feels wider than before, still in silver gray, like the night is slowly washing every edge away. I don't reach for anything, I don't try to stay. Let the night surround me, slowly drift away. Nothing asking for my focus, nothing left to hold. Only soft familiar shadows and the fading glow. Light still on tonight, fading into light. Nothing left to hold, let it all unfold. Desk light glowing low, everything moves slow. In the quiet after work, I can let it go. Maybe peace is simply this, a room that's half awake, and the feeling I can stop without another take. Light still on tonight, everything feels light. In the calm surrounding me, I disappear from sight. Day. Night comes quietly after everything is done. No more lines to follow, no need to outrun. The city hum is fading low, somewhere far away. Everything I carried here softly slips away. All the hours fade into something soft and low. I don't hold them anymore, I just let them go. Nothing asking me to think, nothing left to solve, only quiet feels wider now, like it's finally at ease. Every breath is slow, carried by a breeze. The darkness feels familiar now, warm instead of cold, like the night is gently wrapping around my tired soul. Nothing left to fix, nothing left to say. Everything is settled at the end of day. No unfinished little thought pulling at my mind, only calm repeating silence floating through the night. Night after work, nothing more to hold. Night after work, everything is slow. Night after work, soft and silver blue. In the quiet after hours, I can disappear too. Maybe rest begins the moment I stop holding tight and let the silence carry me further into night. Night after work, everything feels soft. Nothing left inside my hands, nothing to resolve. After work, let it go, let it go. After work, moving slow. Quiet room tonight, nothing left inside. Every thought is gone, nowhere left to hide. Moonlight resting on the floor, soft against the wall. Everything feels distant now, no pressure at all. Quiet mind as well, nothing pulling through. All the noise is gone, everything feels new. No unfinished conversations echoing around, only soft and fading air without any sound. Time is barely there, like it's standing still. I don't need to move, I don't need to will. Every breath becomes a wave, slow and warm and deep, like the room is gently rocking everything to sleep. Every part of me settles into place, nothing left to change, nothing left to chase. No pressure underneath the calm, no tension to defend, only stillness moving softly without needing end. Quiet room, quiet mind, leave it all behind. Quiet room, quiet mind, softness everywhere. In the stillness I can stay without going anywhere. Maybe silence was the thing I was searching for, hidden underneath the noise I carried before. Quiet room, quiet mind, everything aligned. In the calm surrounding me, I slowly unwind. Quiet, quiet, let it be, let it be. Quiet, 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 stay with me. Nothing left to do tonight, everything can wait. I don't need to finish all, it's already late. The room is dark except the glow fading from the screen. Everything feels softer now than it's ever been. All the things I plan to do don't feel far away. They can stay another time, not for me today. Nothing disappears because I pause here tonight. I can leave tomorrow's work outside the fading light. Room is getting softer now, edges fade from sight. Everything is slowing down in the quiet night. Breathing slower with the dark without needing more. Letting every heavy thought drift away from shore. I don't need to hold the day, I don't need to try. Everything is letting go as the hours pass by. No unfinished little task needs my hands right now. Only silence moving gently through the evening hours. Nothing left to do tonight, everything is light. Nothing left to do tonight, I can close my eyes. Nothing left to hold tonight, nothing left to chase. Only quiet wrapping softly around this space. Maybe rest begins the moment I allow the day to end without trying to become more than I have been. Nothing left to do tonight, everything feels right. In the slow and fading dark, I can leave the light. Do tonight, do tonight, let it go, let it go. Do tonight, do tonight. Close your eyes. Everything is far away, nothing close to mind. All the weight I used to feel, I have left behind. The room is almost disappearing into silver blue. Only soft remaining shadows quietly in view. There's no need to stay awake, there's no need to try. I can drift into the dark, let the night pass by. Nothing asking for attention, nothing left to prove. Only slow, familiar breathing and the midnight hue. Every sound is fading out into something deep. I don't need to follow it, I can fall asleep. Time is losing all its shape, soft against the air. Everything is floating slowly without anywhere. Nothing holds me here tonight, nothing pulls me through. I can let it all dissolve into something new. No resistance in my chest, no tension in my hands, only calm repeating silence that quietly expands. Finally letting go, moving soft and slow. Finally letting go, no need to control. Finally fading light, drifting through the night. Everything becomes a wave, soft and low tonight. Maybe peace was always here,